Hello everyone and welcome back to another session of Dark Souls 3 Focused PvP. We're using the Hazel Pick and the Crystal Sage Rapier. Good times. Let's just do that real quick. Because reasons. And the roll catch. Yeah. This thing is not half bad. And Great Magic Shield is just really stupidly strong. Honestly, I might be better off going with the Lingering Dragon Crest Ring to increase the length of time it stays on the shield. We'll try that. It might not work well, but we will give that an attempt. I'm losing out a little bit on counter damage. That's what I had on before. Leo Ring. I'm losing out a little bit on that, but with the effect lasting longer, I mean, that's just good stuff. Simple as that. That's just good. That just means good things. And we're fighting someone using the Immolation Tinder. So that's always fun. He's going to be casting some magics as well. No. I'm not done. Good try. I will land Soulstream during this video. I promise you guys, I will land it. Rose Princess, I fought that one last fight. Video. I fought that person last video. That's what I mean. I actually flawless that person. That's kind of funny. That was a really good parry that I had, too. I had a feeling that it was coming, you know? Because most people who use the Immolation Tinder are using that spell. It's just extremely common. Alright, Rose Princess. Umorion Blade using Fiend. I do like that if you get partial parry. That you don't take chip damage. Okay, Rose Princess, stop playing so defensively. You're using a weapon that outclasses mine by such a wide margin. You don't need to play that way. It's not what I meant to do. we go. I knew a rolling attack would be coming at some point in time. Huh. I shouldn't have had that backstab. Despite the overly defensive play from a person using straight sword, that was actually not a bad fight. It could have been better, but not a bad fight. I kind of like this thing, I'm not gonna lie. Having a good time with it. I still want to make Soulstream land, though. I'm going to have to unlock to actually catch someone with it. I know that I will. We'll see if we can catch Ashen One with it. Maybe catch him by surprise. Just sort of aim it all the way up there and get him as he's coming down. Nah, that'd be a dick move. Hello, Ashen One. Got his twin sword. That's what I want. Oh, I hit him with it, but it didn't get him. Aw. Shame that wasn't a catch. Oh, I don't have the stuff for that. Let's rebuff. Boom. Solid. We're doing a really good job with this thing. Like, it's surprising. Like, it's really surprising how well we're doing with it. I think the decision to go with Great Magic Shield was definitely a good one, because the whole no chip damage thing is kind of fantastic. And I want to actually get a solid hit with Soulstream. I clipped him with it, barely. So that's progress, but not quite enough. Henry the Saint. We'll see if we can make him fall to our magical might. So yeah, build stats just for the sake of showing off what I ended up doing. I went with the minimum stat requirements that I could go to because of the build class that I started with. I can't go any lower than 16 strength, but I pumped up dexterity to 18 and then threw the rest into intelligence. It works well enough. I mean, the attack ratings on them aren't terrible. So despite the split damage, we're still able to do a good amount. So, I'm happy with the way this is working so far. Alright, Henry, what do you have for us? Come on. Come on, Henry. Ooh, solid. No. Rip. We had to lose eventually. And that's perfectly fine. It's the way it goes. Do I want to switch up my spells? What other spells do I have? I'm very short on spells on this build, for the record. I kind of don't have much. Eh. I'm not going to be that guy. Buffing a rapier. Who needs it? This thing can be buffed, right? No, it can't. Good. That would be quite silly indeed if it could. I will still put on Great Magic Shield at the beginning of the fight. Just because I have magic. Why would I not? And I don't really have any other thing to use for a staff. So, meh. Gets the job done. Alright, Santa. Come to find out that I've been a perfect saint. Okay. Aww. Morning ring. So that's probably almost death, yep. Farewell, Santa. Come again next year. Yeah, this thing is really, really long. Like, what's longer, this or the S-Stock? Crystal Sage Rapier is actually longer than the S-Stock. Go figure. And yet not nearly as common because quality builds. No, not gonna come in. I'll pass on that, thank you. Too much running. King Sea Cucumber. Now there's a name. Now there is a name, guys. So let me take a look at the list. I'm just gonna see what else we can use while on this current build. So the Scholar's Candlestick and the Cleric's Candlestick are on the list. And the Golden Ritual Spear is on the list. So the Scholar's Candlestick is this guy right here. We don't have the faith for that. And the Cleric's Candlestick is there. And that, oddly enough, requires faith, but scales with intelligence. So, logic. So I'll have to respec to something more holy, I suppose. Other than that... Okay, roll catch, that's cool. Odd how my parry was not a parry, but... Alright, let's even this out now. Or not. That's okay too. Thought that was the timing for that dodge, apparently I'm wrong. So the Saint Bident, that's faith. The Golden Ritual Spear, that's the question. Because if the Golden Ritual Spear can be used on this build, it's kind of an important thing to know. And again, that's going to be faith-based. So we need more faith. We need to be more of a faith-based sort of thing. So a respec will in fact be required. So we'll have to do that. And I'll figure out the exact stat distribution that we'll have to go with later down the line, but that should be interesting. That'll probably be a bit rough too, because a lot of those weapons require one stat but scale off the other. I mean, for example, this requires faith but scales off of dexterity, so to get any sort of decent damage out of that, we will need, well, we'll need dexterity. And then on this one it requires faith but scales off intelligence. So maybe pairing that with the spear could be good. That is a possibility. Oh, that's interesting. Where did my buff go for Great Magic Shield? Does that actually disappear when you two-hand? Good parries. Shame about the Hornet Ring. And shame about my buff. Why didn't I catch that happening sooner? That's strange. I wouldn't have expected that. Like, I wouldn't have expected that at all. Because it looks like it's still blue when it goes on my back, doesn't it? Am I going crazy here, or is that not the case? Okay, so we put it on. Two-hand. And it does fade. Okay, so I am going crazy. That's stupid. I'm not a fan of that. So I guess I would be regulated to using a shield with the skill weapon art. So that's a shame. That is indeed a shame. Oh well. Now we know. No wonder he ate through my shield so quickly. I was wondering what was going on there, and then I was like, wait a second, it's not blue anymore. Excuse me. Sorry, I need to wake up. Just finished off some espresso, finished off a cappuccino. You'd expect I'd be a little bit more awake right now, but that's not the case. Hello, friend. Aw. Shame. Still, against Onikiri and Nubudachi, not a bad fight. I think I stood up decently well. Shame that the skill ended up going through one of my attacks, but that's not a shock considering the hyper armor it has. And doubtful that that was the real Praise the Sun. I don't think I've ever actually fought him. Odd, considering, you know, we're always in the same area. At least that's what I've been told. Not gonna lie, I've actually never watched his stuff. I mean, he does the same thing I do, so... you know. Why bother watching someone do essentially the same thing I do? Just saying. Not that I've got anything against the guy, but... to each their own. I love having that shield buff. Ooh, good one. Aww. Ouch. Shouldn't have gone for that jump attack. I had expected him to roll, but that wasn't the case. Good fight. Princess Onion. Alright. Let's see what Princess Onion has for us today. Oh wait, you're the one who I just fought, aren't you? Oops, wrong. Might try and do a jump attack. Good one. Oh, you could have killed me with that. Still need to land a hit with Soulstream. Doubtful that it's going to happen, but I will keep trying. Alright. So yeah, next time I'll respec and we'll end up using something. I'm not quite sure what, but we will end up using something. So, we'll find out when the time comes. And at that point, there will only really be one focused PvP after that, won't there? Crazy how that all went by so fast. I mean, to be fair, I did do it every day for, like, over 2 months, but that's fine. Let's throw on the buff. Use this to get it back. Be terrified of the lag. And still pull off a parry. Shouldn't have tried blocking that. Never mind the fact that I was not, doing anything yet. That's death again. Tried to roll and didn't roll. That worked well. Well, that's the way that goes sometimes. The lag was a bit scary. I'm surprised I was able to get that parry to begin with, in all honesty. Alright, let's get one more fight, and we'll call it. Oh, it's that guy again. Cool. This time I'll actually be able to mix up my weapons like I would like to. So, that'll be good. Maybe I can get Soulstream on him. Wouldn't that be funny if that actually is the real praise, though? What are you using this time around? Still using Onikiri Nubidachi, I see. That worked well. Ten out of 10. L2s and L1s. Onikiri Nubidachi in a nutshell. Outranging me with every attack. Yep. That went well. Should have stuck with my rapier. Would have had a better chance. That felt like every single Onikiri Nubidachi user ever. The first fight with him was a lot more fun, unfortunately. Let's get one more fight. Don't want to end on that note. Ah, good charged R2. Thought I put my Hazel pick back on. Another very well placed charged R2. I'm not quite sure how my R1 missed it. That did not go well. Still, good use of the straight sword. Not like it's a hard thing, but good use of it nonetheless. And well-placed R2s. I'll give him that. Looks like we're not going to end up losing or end up ending on a win. We're going to end on a loss. So, it is what it is. Either way, though, guys, hope you all enjoyed that one. It was a pretty decent setup, all things considered. So, you know, I really can't complain too much. Next time around, though, we'll end up using something a little more faith-based, not quite sure what. I'll respec and see how that ends up being. So, that's the plan. That is the plan. Wow. You know, I've been losing my voice all day long, but that was bad. That voice crack, that was really bad. Oh, and it hurt, too. Like, that one really hurt. You ever have that happen? You just talk too much and then your voice cracks and it hurts when it does. Like your throat suddenly feels extremely dry. I need to get some water, I think. Either way, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.